What's up, guys? This is the Fat Camel here, bringing you guys some gameplay of Aion. So the new patch came out, and with the new patch there is now 2 new classes. One of them is the Gunslinger, and the other one is called the Song Weaver. That's this guy right here in front of me. He has a harp on his back. Oh, wow, what the heck was that? Did you guys see that guy just walk by? Holy crap. He had a weird face. Yeah. Song Weavers have a harp as a weapon. And Gunslingers have obviously guns and what is called an ether cannon, which looks like a giant pot on her back. To be honest, it doesn't even look like a cannon, I don't think. But when she equips it, actually, it looks like a cannon. There you go. That's more like it now. There we go. Alright, let's put this bad boy away. We're scaring people. Alright, well, oh my god, there's that guy again. Holy crap, look at his face. Look at this guy's face. Oh my god, he's so ugly. What the heck? Alright, well, today I will be talking about all the skills for the new class Gunslingers. Well, obviously I can't show you guys all the skills because I'm only level 34, and level cap right now is 65, I believe. Yeah. So pre-patch 3.0. The level cap was 55, and then they raised it when 3.0 came out, which was the last patch, and that's when Aion became free to play. By the way, Aion is free to play. I made a video of this. I don't know if you guys watched it, but yeah, last video was about patch 3.0, and I talked about some stuff. But yeah, the new patch. Now they raised the level cap to 65, so I mean I got a long way to go. I'm halfway there, but you know, I'm obviously not. I don't have all the skills, obviously, but the reason why I wanted to do this is because I got a new microphone, and I am a little sick, so I apologize if I cough or sniffle a little bit. I'll try not to cough as much as possible. And the other reason is because, you know, I got these 3 stigma skills, and what stigma skills are is let me show you. Is basically skills that you can pick up from monsters. It's a drop. All the other skills are skill books that you buy from an NPC in the game. So all these skills are you just buy them, and you see how it says stigma right next to this one and this one and this one. These skills are they're drops from monsters. So and there are each class has 2 different trees they can take for stigma. It's called stigma trees, and this one, the bottom one and the top one. And for most classes it's either offensive. The 2 trees are offensive. The one is offensive, and the other one is usually like, not, I wouldn't say defensive, but like supportive. It's like a support role. Yeah. So for me, I think I'm gonna be going for the offensive one, because Gunslingers, their role is just to do like insane damage. They're DPSers. DPS stands for damage per second. They're like they do crazy amount of damage. When I Excuse me. When I was first starting, when I first made this character, and when I was in the beginning zone, and I was just killing mobs so fast. I thought it was the most OP class in the game. But apparently, Song Weavers kill stuff pretty fast too. It used to be the older classes. They used to not kill stuff as fast as they used to. I mean, they used to now. I don't know. Compared to the old classes, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the game got easier, or I don't know if the Gunslinger and the Song Weaver just do insane amount of damage. I don't know. I don't know which one is true, but the older classes, they used to not kill as fast. So yeah, I thought I like when I was first starting out, it was just doing so much damage. I would just one shot monsters, and I was like, wow, this is so easy. So I'm gonna be talking about all the skills that the Gunslingers have. So let's go down here and practice on some dummies. Let's practice on some dummies. Are there any dummies down here? I don't think so. I don't think there's any. Oh, I'm stuck on a tree. Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's any dummies. Yeah. So I'm gonna just kill basic mobs down here, level 19. Obviously, I'm not gonna have any challenges against these guys. But I'm just doing this to show off the Gunslinger class skills. So let's get started. So what Gunslingers do, the difference between Song Weavers and Gunslingers is Song Weavers only have their only weapon is the harp, so they don't have like a weapon to switch back to, you know. But Gunslingers, they can use pistol or an ether cannon, and you see how if I switch to ether cannon, all these skills are now unavailable. This one down here too. The reason is because you have to have dual pistols equipped to have these skills, and then you have to have ether cannon to have these skills available to you. So I'm gonna show off. What they do, what Gunslingers do is because like when you're using a pistol and when you use this skill, it has a 16-second cooldown, and when you use this skills, all the other skills go on to cooldown as well. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm gonna use gunshot, and you see how the next two skills go into a cooldown. Yeah. So when you have that cooldown, what Gunslingers can do is switch to a cannon, and since they don't have a cooldown for this, they can just use this, and then it's on a 5-second cooldown. You can switch back to pistol and use the pistol skills. So it increases their DPS, which is damage per second, by switching in between weapons, you know, because you don't have to wait around and just auto attack for your cooldowns to come up. So that's useful, changing in between pistols and ether cannons. It's more skills, you know. It's more damage. So in dungeon runs, you switch in dungeon runs where enemies are much stronger, and you can't, like, you have to be in a group to kill them. You're gonna switch in between pistols and ether cannon to be doing more damage. Yeah. So let me show you. ether cannon skills first. Okay, the first one is called Incendiary Shell, and it has 3 stages, as you can see. The first stage inflicts 574 magic fire damage. Second stage 810 fire damage, and then third stage 1000 damage. These are just base damages they listed. Obviously I want to do more damage than what it says because of the weapon that I have. It has magic boost, and it has magic boost, which increases your damage. That's all it comes down to it. And my armor gives magic boost, and all the other stuff that gives me magic boost, it's obviously gonna increase my damage. So here, I'll show you. So you charge it up, second stage, and then third stage, and you can fire, and it does 1700 damage. Bam! I'm gonna finish this guy off, and that was Incendiary Shell. You charge it up. That's how it looks. Bam, bam, and then boom. It's pretty cool. Yep. All right. So on to the next one. Let's see here. Okay. Next one is called Freeze Cannon. Also, there's 3 stages. First stage immobilizes targets for 9 seconds. Second stage for 15 seconds. Third stage immobilizes for it puts them to sleep for 20 seconds, but it increases their elemental defenses by it increases all elemental defenses. Yeah. So what this is it's called crowd control. So when you're in a dungeon and when you're fighting 2 elites at the same time, you're gonna use this skill to lock down the first guy. As you can see, it doesn't do any damage. It just locks him down. It puts him to sleep. As you can see, it says asleep right here, but it raises its defenses. So it just when this guy is locked down, you attack the other one, and when the other one is killed, you kill this guy. So I think this and Quiet and Gale is about the only crowd control that that Gunslinger has. Right, like at this level. But crowd control isn't really that important to Gunslingers because Gunslingers are all about just sitting back and doing insane DPS. So that's what that skill is. And the third skill is called Harassing Fire. Inflicts 517 magic earth damage, and it looks like this. Boom. It's on an 8-second cooldown. Let me auto him. And then boom again. Auto. Oh my god, kill them all. Yep, there we go. That's how that looks. And I think that's it for the ether cannon for now. Parting shot and Quiet and Gale. As you can see at the bottom, it's available for dual pistols and ether cannon. So I'm gonna be doing that for dual pistols. So let me switch over to the dual pistols. Bam. Alright, so I'm holding two pistols now in each hand, and I'll show you guys the pistol skills. Alright, before I do this, let me go to chains. So Aion, well, not just Aion, but you know. Or other MMORPGs out there, I'm sure they have what's called the chain skill. Is when you have a skill and then when that skill connects and it doesn't miss, you can use the next skill, and then when that connects, you can use the next skill. As you can see, it just these are all the chains that that Gunslinger has. The first one, let me show you. Gunshot. This one. So when gunshot hits, it does 518 magic fire damage, and then when that hits, you can do a rapid fire, and then when that hits, you can do an automatic fire. And these this ×2 above, it means you can do it twice. So rapid fire and automatic fire, you can do it twice. Rapid fire is 366 damage, and then automatic fire is 280 damage. So it does less damage as it goes on. But let me show you gunshot skill chain. So here you go. Gunshot, you're gonna do gunshot, and then rapid fire, and then automatic fire twice. But then it died before I could do it twice. So that's that. Gunshot, and then you can do rapid fire twice, and then automatic fire twice. Show you again. Gunshot, rapid fire, automatic fire, and then automatic fire, but it keeps dying too early. Yep, that's the first pistol skill. And the second one is called trunk shot. And what trunk shot is, it inflicts 651 magical earth damage, and then it knocks them back and it stuns them. Yeah. And then you can go to volley for 2 times, 422 magical earth damage. Yep. So let me show you trunk shot and volley. Bam, knocks him down, and bam, volley twice. Let me show you guys that again. This guy. Trunk shot, bam, volley, and volley again, but it died. There you go. And then the third skill, third chain is called cross trigger. Oh my god, I love this skill. I think one of the reasons why Gunslingers is so unique to the previous classes is because of this skill. I absolutely love this skill. So, say you are running a dungeon with a couple of your with the group, and you're killing elite mobs. So you run through all these skills like a couple of times, and your mana goes down to like nothing. What you had to do in the previous classes is you had to carry around mana potions so you can sustain your mana. I mean, previous classes they had mana management skills like mana treatment right here, this one, and a couple of other mage classes usually had, mage and like clerics had like mana management a little bit, but not like this. So see what it says. Cross trigger, it inflicts 462 magical water damage, and then it drains targets MP by 122, and it absorbs 100% of the inflicted damage as MP mana. So 462 damage, right? But that's gonna be obviously more, because I have all the gear, so it's gonna do close to 600, not, I don't know about 600. It's gonna do close to like 800 damage, probably. And then it chains into canted shot, and then you can do this twice, so it inflicts 334 damage. It drains target's mana by 134, but then you can do it twice, so you drain mana by like 260, and then you do damage close to like 800 too, because you know you're doing 300 and you're doing 300 damage twice, but you're gonna do obviously more than 300 damage flat, because you're gonna have all the gear for it, and it absorbs 50% of the inflicted damage as MP. So like when you're like low mana and you use this skill, when you use cross trigger and canted shot, you basically get all your mana back, because Gunslingers doesn't have a really big mana pool, only 2,000. I mean, only like 3,000. So say I'm really low on mana. I am not right now, so I can't really show you guys a good example, but I'm really low on mana, and I ran through all these skills. So the cross trigger cooldown comes up, and then I use this skill, and all that is becoming my mana. Like you don't have to worry about mana at all. Like as Gunslingers, you don't even have to carry around mana potions anymore. That's why I love that skill, because like you can just keep doing dungeon runs without buying mana potions. Like you don't have to take breaks. You can just keep like running dungeons over and over again. And just because of this one skill, that's possible. Like I think that's what made this class so unique, and I love this skill. So let me show you guys again. This is cross trigger, canted shot 1, and then canted shot twice. Yep, that was that. The next skill is called reload. So it resets a cooldown time for gunshots and trunk shots and cross trigger. So you know how I like use, you know how it has a 16 second cooldown. So you use gunshot like this, and then when you're done with this, you reload, and then it goes off a cooldown, and then you use one of these skills again. So reload, really useful. It resets all the cooldowns for all these 3 skills. Next one is called Pack Bomb. 367 magical earth damage, and it decreases fire resistance by 100 for 8 seconds. And your weapons, pistol and ether cannons, they do fire damage. You know how it says right next to very slow 1 strike weapon, it says fire. Yeah, it does fire damage. Your pistol and your ether cannon does fire damage, and not most, but actually, gunshot only does fire damage. So what you do is you throw this pack bomb, it does damage, and then you do gunshot, and obviously it's obviously gonna do more damage because its fire resistance went down by 100, and you're doing fire damage with gunshot. Really useful pack bomb. The next skill is called Green Grenade. 358 magical earth damage, and it immobilizes target by 4 seconds. Okay, so you throw a grenade, and it roots them for 4 seconds, and you know you can just push them back and kill them. Yep, that's that. Alright, and Quiet and Gale. This is a Stigma skill. Stigma skills, as I told you guys before, is a skill that you can, it's a drop, and you equip it. You equip it by like going to your Stigma slot, and then you equip these. Quiet and Gale. 338 magical wind damage, and it silences targets for 5 to 6 seconds. And what silence does is the Quiet and Gale is really useful for PvP, and especially against mages and healers like clerics. When you use this, they're silenced, so they can't use any of their skills for 5 to 6 seconds. They're just basically sitting there auto attacking you for 5 to 6 seconds. So really useful for PvP. Let me show you guys how it looks. There you go. That's how it looks. Pretty cool. Really good for PvP. And the next one is called Parting Shot. Does 400 damage, physical damage. This is the only physical damage. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it makes sense because like in other games, gunslingers or any type of class who uses guns, they do magic damage. But I never understood that. Like, isn't bullet like physical damage? I mean, I always thought it was strange, but Parting Shot, it does physical damage, and it pushes you back 50 meters. Obviously, gunslingers are ranged, and when you're fighting against melee players or monsters, when they get close, when you shoot them, and like when they're walking up to you, you can use this to get away from them. Yep. Pretty cool, useful, very mobile, cast instantly. The next one is called Precision Shot. You get this at level 1. This is your bread and butter, so to speak. This and auto attack when you don't have any cooldowns up. This and auto attack is basically what you do. You just sit there and auto attack. Bam, auto, bam, auto, bam. Yep, that's your bread and butter. It's 346 magical earth damage. Simple. Oh, I thought it didn't use any mana, but I guess it does use mana. 39, which is nothing. You can't even see it going down. See? Actually, it doesn't use any mana. What the hell? Oh, it does. It does. Yeah, but it barely uses it. So, your bread and butter. This and your auto attack when your cooldown is not up. And I think that's it for the attacking skills. Oh, I forgot Watery Grave. Oh yeah, I forgot about Watery Grave. So the reason why I can't use this right now, even though it's available for Ether Cannon and I have Ether Cannon equipped, is you know how it says usage cost DP 2000, and I only DP is Deva points, and I only have 1000 DP points. And what I can do is eat this jelly. It recovers DP by 2000 points, and DP. Certain skills like this one, Spend Success, use DP to increase magic boost and attack speed by 150 and 15% for 2 minutes. Really good, but you're using DP for it, so I'm not gonna show you guys this. It's just a simple buff. But let me show you guys Watery Grave, since it's an attacking skill. And it looks pretty cool. Yep, bam, almost one-shotted. almost one-shotted that guy. 2,300 damage. Really good. It's basically like your nuke, but you have to have DP for it. So I kind of feel like I wasted that jelly, but yeah, there you go. Oh, also wing clipped. Yeah. You're not gonna use this with monsters, but I mean I guess you can use it for like doing damage. Wing clipped, what it does is like you can fly, and you can fly in combat in this game. And other players, when you're PvPing, when you're PvPing, they can fly around, and you know, they have aerial combats. So what this does, it decreases target's flight time by 15. So when you're like fighting in the air for like a couple of minutes, well, not a couple of minutes. It's the aerial combat lasts pretty short, like 30 second max, because I mean PvP you just die so quick, you know, because everybody's so well geared. So flight time, I have 1 minute and 45 seconds maximum. Yeah, I have something like that. But like when you're having aerial combat, and like when you're really high up, you take fall damage. So what you can do is like you do wing clip, and it decreases enemies flight time by 15. So when they're really low on flight time, they're gonna fall. They can't fly anymore, so they're gonna fall and take that fall damage, and it's gonna count as your kill. So that's used for that. Let me show you guys how it looks. Boom. Pretty cool. But obviously you're not gonna use it against mobs. I mean, I guess you can use it, but it has a long cast time. I mean, it doesn't have a long cast time. Actually, it's 0 seconds. I don't know why it took that long, but yeah, I guess you can do it to, you know, do damage to the mobs. And yeah, I think that's it for all the attacking spells. Okay, these are passives. I mean, not passives, but like they're buffs, or like yeah, they're buffs. This too, revealing scope. This is used for PvP. So assassins and rangers can go stealth. They can hide. They can go into a hide mode, and you can't spot them. They're invisible. So what they do is when you're in a PvP area, they just come up to you, and out of nowhere they just like butt fuck you from behind. Like they just come out of nowhere, and this is useful because it reveals all the hiding players out there, like rangers and assassins. Good for PvP. Okay, let's talk about stopping power. Stopping power, another stigma skill. Really good for PvP, and also for PvE. PvE is for player versus monsters. I don't know what E stands for, but it's player versus monsters when you're doing like dungeon runs. So what stopping power does is it increases magical attack skills effect by 10%. Increases attack power against PCs for 30 seconds. PC is player champions. Players. Yeah. So like it increases attack power against players, and it just raises it. It increases your attack on your magic skills by 10%. So it's really good buff. It looks like this. Bam. And then obviously you're gonna kill a lot faster. Yep. And bullet resistance. Forms a protective shield for 10 seconds. 100% likelihood of blocking 50% damage for each attack. Shield blocks for a total of 172 damage, which is nothing. It's a really weak shield, but it helps. It helps, you know. Cast this and then attack this guy, and obviously this guy is gonna do, you know, little damage. 11, 18, and when the shield runs out, it's gonna do 33 damage, as you can see right there. 38. Yep, 58. So it helps. It blocks some of the damage. Yep, bullet resistance. And the last skill is called bulletproof. Really useful for PvP, but also player PvE as well. It dodges 1 physical attacks or resists 1 magical attacks. So if you time this, and say you're PvPing and you're up against like a mage, which is all about like burst damage. Mage, they don't have really good damage per second because they have cast time. A lot of their skills have like cast time. It takes like a couple of seconds to cast their spells. So when you see it coming, you use this skill, and then when it's like a really big nuke, you can cast this right before, and you just dodge it completely. Another one is like skills that stun you. You can cast this right before, so you resist it. You resist the stun, basically. Yeah, really good for PvP. And it's hot. This is how it looks. And for 5 seconds, I dodge the next attack. Dodge. Bam. Yep. I think that's it for the skill. I mean, these are buffs. You guys don't really need to. No, you guys don't really need to know that skill. And that was all the skills for. the Gunslinger. Well, for level 34, that is. And one more thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is, well, it's not a new thing. It came out when patch 3.0 came out. Is you can now, there's a standard server and FastTrack server. I am on FastTrack server right now, and you know how under my name it says IS. It says the Fat Turtle IS, and what IS is Asheville, which is my server. And you know how these guys have, this guy has TM under his name, and this guy has like SL under his name. These are all different servers. There are 4 different servers in Aion. KR is the other one. TM, I don't know the full name of it. It's TM, SL, KR, and IS. Those are all the 4. Those are all 4 servers. And you know, standard server is just, you know, whatever your server is. So if I go to standard server, it's just gonna be Ishville server players. And what FastTrack server is, which I am on right now, is they put all these players into one server. Like, you know, they basically combine 4 servers into one. And what it's so useful, why it's so useful is like for dungeon runs and people who are looking to group up and do a quest, and do like a group quest, or like go kill like a boss, do like raid runs and stuff. Look for alliances and groups. They can go to a FastTrack server, and since a lot more players are in FastTrack server because it's 4 servers combined, and you can party with any players from other servers. There, you know, you can find groups more easily because there are more players. So you can like FT is Fire Temple, those are all dungeons, and all these guys are looking for groups, and they come to FastTrack server to do that. So really useful. I'm so glad they added this in, because before this there was no way to talk to your friends if your friend was playing on another server, like play with them. Yeah, so really good, really good they added this. They're encouraging players to group up and do dungeon runs, and you know, do group quests and stuff, which is really nice, and that's what MMORPG should be about. And you know, Aion is a Korean game. It's a Korean MMORPG. So you know how Korean MMORPG is. It's always about group. It's always about group. It's so group oriented, and you know, that's one of the reasons why I love this game so much. I recently got back into it. I'm gonna be playing a lot more. So I hope to see you guys later. Let me level up a bit and show you guys more skills for gunslingers. And I'm also gonna create and show you guys early levels of song weavers. So look forward to that. Yeah, this is a Fat Camel here, signing off.